At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring, it is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals, and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
I can do the normal broadcast, but I don't normally do this for this fella. So I'll connect to the studio. You chuck that one on, mate. I'll just get your sounds tested and that. Connections. Let's go. Just talk so I can hear you.
Hello.
Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Alright, so let's go connect. Alright, load the program.
can. Volume up.
Just go test one, test one.
Test one, test one.
We've got a relay joining us. We'll be 30 seconds, and then we'll pick it up for. Okay, and a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the broadcast here at Diggadors Oval from Kalgoorlie, Boulder, Western Australia. We're underway for this round 17 clash between Mines and Railways, a home game for Mines, and joining me in the box today is Dylan Hinchcliffe. Dylan, good afternoon to you.
Good to be with you, Royce. Great view from up here in the Classic Clashes truck, mate.
Absolutely, and first time we've been up here. Looking forward to this clash today between the top of the table contenders, of course, Railways and Mines, and here with the first entry, it will be Railways. So we've got a contest in the forward 50 here, contested ball, however, and plenty of players going to ground here in the forward 50, and it's going to be collected by Railways, and we'll have a bit of a stoppage here. So we take this opportunity to welcome our viewers this afternoon, and it looks like a free has been found here against Trent Reid. So Mines to work it out of their defensive 50, looking for a target out on the wing, and not a great kick. The captain, Alex Stewart, has taken a mark on the far side. Is it Joshy Mathers? No, it's Stewart. So a good mark there by the captain, who looks to send it back inside 50. You've been out there today, Dylan. What are the conditions like?
Yeah, they're definitely not your usual Kalgoorlie conditions, are they, Royce? Bit something you'd probably see more down Esperance Way on the coast there, but it's definitely blustery, mate, that's for sure.
Absolutely. Very, very windy today. I just got off the golf course. I threw it in after 11 holes. That was enough for me. The rain started to come down. Is it slippery out there, Dylan?
No, it's quite dry underfoot, mate. I don't think that will cause any issues for the boys out here today.
Okay, that wind drying the ground out anyway. It's a boundary throw in Railways forward 50 here, and it looks like Jack Steele is going to be one of the main targets here for Railways. In fact, he's doing the ruck work. He gets a clear contest, puts it on the boot, and it goes through for a minor score. So Railways with the first score of the day. It's a behind to Jack Steele, and it will be the Mines Rovers to bring it back into play.
Not going to be the easiest day for the big boys up forward today with this breeze, I don't think, Royce.
No, absolutely. So your Chris Yarrans, your Jack Steeles, we might need some support from some of the smaller ball movers. Big roost out of the defensive 50 mark taken, and it looks to be Dalbridge there. Jordan Dalbridge, the captain, who plays on quickly. He's looking for Jacob Potts, but in the meantime, arriving on the scene there, we had Levene. So the ball finds the boundary line, and what would you say here? Probably the advantage to Mines with the wind at this point in time, Dylan?
Yeah, for sure, but if you look back certainly at the women's and the reserves games today, they haven't been too high scoring, so it'll be interesting to see how this one pans out.
Absolutely. Okay, so ball back in play, and at the base of it there we had Jet Stevens, goes forward towards Sam Burge. Burge just fumbles the ball, locked up now, eventually back at Burge's feet. Coming through here was for Railways, the captain, in Alex Stewart, but we've got a free kick here, and it looks to be going the way of Trent Reid. So Reid with the ball on the far side here at Digger Dawes, and he's looking down the wing, drop punts it, sends it to the middle of the ground, and plenty of players around this, and it's going to be Stewart Mathers, in fact, Mathers, who handballed it along the ground, but it finds the boundary line.
No Jordan Reid for the Panthers today, Royce, so I think Liam Atter will be shouldering a lot of the ruck load with maybe Kelby Virgin, a young Colts player coming off the bench at times, I think.
Okay, well, that's important news, because Reid's been so important to this team throughout the GFL season. And has he been back in the last couple of weeks? Dylan, do you know, Jordan Reid?
I believe he did play last week, Royce, but we might have to get a bit of a Cats WA injury report on him, I think, mate.
Sounds good. Okay, well, it was Daniel Leach at the base of that pack. There is a whistle, and it's coming back. It's going to go back to Kyle Penny, who's been so good this season. Penny being awarded a free here. He assesses his options in front of him. He'll send it inside 50, and it's a penetrating kick too. Jack Steele the target, but underneath it is it Trent Reid. May have been Reid who almost took that mark. And it's a contested ball here, and we'll have a stoppage. Okay, so the ball deep inside. The Railways attacking 50. The big fist here from Steele over the top, but Mines with numbers, and we've got another whistle, and it's going to be a ball up. So the whistle definitely out and about today, Dylan.
Yeah, the conditions look like they might have got slightly better from an hour ago, Royce, which is a positive sign for us.
Chris Yarran across the pack there with a little tap and getting heavily involved. Normally, of course, sits full forward, but he's around the action as well. Still doing plenty of ruck work in this first quarter.
Free kick the way of the Dorites.
Okay, so It'll be Mines to work it out of their defensive 50. Just a chip kick, and it was a messy one too. And a grubby collection there, picked up by Brahm in the back pocket. There's
Lovely
a good
kick from Bevan Burnell.
Great kick. So, ball sent forward. This is a good kick to Jacob Potts. Potts just unfortunately couldn't take the grab. Reganzani in the action as well, likewise with Jordan Delbridge. So Mines looking to work out of trouble. Burge with the handball, gets it across to Potts, and now the target is Douglas. Couldn't get there, and a big collision with Barton. Kalani Barton back on the ground today. We'll have a boundary throw in Mines end.
I think he might have been a bit stiff there, Kalani Barton. I think he might have had the big fella on his back then, Royce.
Absolutely. So a boundary throw in. Mines get an opportunity here. Kalani Barton on the end of a heavy piece of contact. Now Railway's looking to work it out. Ugle, who of course used to wear Mines colours.
Great tackle.
Now tackles Murison and gets rewarded.
So best of field effort for Gerald Ugle last week too, Royce. So he's finding form at the right time of the year.
Sure is, and he's been pretty good too throughout the season. So across to Mathers, another important name for Railways.
Jack Steele on the end of this one.
So Jack Steele. And in just a moment, we'll introduce our SEN relay. So we'll be back with the broadcast in about 30 seconds' time.
Live on SEN, you're listening to the Goldfields Football League.
Okay, hello everybody. Welcome along to SEN's broadcast of the Goldfields Football League for round 17. It's Saturday afternoon footy, and we're bringing you the clash between Mines and Railways here at Diggerdores Oval. I'm Royce Newton. Alongside me is Railways' own Dylan Hinchcliffe. Dylan, good afternoon to you.
Good to be with you, Royce.
Yep, no, great to have your company this afternoon. And for First National Kalgoorlie, we're approximately 5 minutes into this game. It's currently Railways 2 behinds, leading Mines yet to score. We've seen some contested footy in the first 5 minutes, Dylan.
Yeah, definitely, mate. Blustery conditions here at Diggerdores Oval. Not something we see too much down here, especially this time of the year, but makes for an interesting contest nonetheless.
Without a doubt, it has been a very, very blustery day. Winds we haven't seen in Kalgoorlie at least this year, I'd say for a couple of years. It has just been so strong, 40 to 50 kilometres an hour. It looks to have eased slightly, but still nevertheless blustery conditions for these players to deal with today. So it's Railways 2 behinds, leading Mines yet to score, thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au, and currently the ball here at half forward for Mines. They're looking to capitalise. They had an entry not that long ago and unfortunately couldn't convert. So the ball coming in now, smothered there by Railways. Trent Reid on the scene. There's Mathers trying to clear the ball, finds the captain in Stewart. Stewart retreats back to Murison, who puts it on the boot and sends it forward. Good little kick there. Riley unable to mark it, and it looks like it's going to be a Mines free. So Mines trying to mount something here, Dylan.
Yeah, I was just looking down forward, Royce. Jordan Strahan has the matchup of Jed Edwards. Generally, he'd have Kyle Ryder playing on his day, or also Makua Vlasic, both of those boys not playing today, so Jed fills in that role.
Okay, ball coming in. Reganzani there. Likewise also for Mines, we've got Matt Brahm. Ball goes to ground there. Railways do get the clearance out. And now Mines under pressure, just looking to find some clear air. And it's Cale Delbridge who has the ball. It's an up and under kick, almost at the top of the square here. And the mark taken by Alex Stewart, not the required 15, so it's play on. Railways now looking to clear it through Levene. They do so, but it will find the boundary line now. Is that landed inside?
I think that might be out on the full, and we could be seeing that a few times today.
Okay, with this win, that's for sure. So Cody Lowe, who of course joined me for a broadcast on SEN not that long ago, he will take this free and send it back in Mines inside 50. A couple of big targets here today. Bevan Burnell, we've also got Strahan as well. They're your two sort of key forwards, you'd think so, Dylan?
Bevan Burnell sporting the long sleeve Guernsey and pink boots, Royce, so
loves the celebration too. We like to see it. So we'll have a boundary throw in the forward pocket here. Mines attacking end, looking to damage the scoreboard for the first time this afternoon.
definitely has the makings of a low-scoring game so far.
It does. It changes everything this weather, doesn't it? So the tap down there from Jake Toa, who's been so effective, and we've got a minor score now, snapped there by Mines, and
Bevan Bennell on the scoreboard.
Just a minor one. So Bevan Bennell, thank you, with that minor score and accuracy. If I saw that scoreboard in the Rezzies, Dylan, it hasn't been extremely hasn't been that easy to be accurate today.
The reserves isn't that pretty in the best of conditions, mate. So the blustery conditions we're facing today leaves a bit to be desired.
Okay, so it's the captain, Alex Stewart, to bring it back into play. Penetrating kick there out to the wing. And eventually a contest ending up. Trent Reid gains possession, but he's immediately tackled, and we'll have a stoppage on the far side here at Digger Doors Oval. What we'll do, Dylan, I might get you to get your AFL app up, and thanks to Finders Keepers, we'll do some around the ground score checks. We'll also keep you up to date with the happenings out at Campbellda Oval today. We've got Campbellda playing Boulder. I'll get them up on Play HQ. In the meantime, Mines looking to work this inside 50. There's been a whistle, and it's going to be, is it out of bounds? Okay, it's going to be boundary throw in by the looks. Keep us up to date with the AFL, Dylan.
Well, it's not good news for us WA and West Coast Eagles supporters for Finders Keepers around the ground. Geelong 168 to West Coast 75 at full time, 93 points winners Geelong.
Geelong getting the job done there at home, and no doubt there'll be some celebrations for the Eagles players today. That is, of course, the end of the season there for AFL 2024 for the West Coast Eagles, who, well, I don't think Sinclair did too many favours for his coaching prospects in those last couple of games. Carlton last week, and then smashed by Geelong today. Anyway, back with the action here. Levene tackled there, and it's holding the ball, is it? Okay, yes, so the free coming in. The big fellow, the target, Strachan. Strachan couldn't collect. Also there is Jake Douglas. Ball goes to ground, so Railway's defence under pressure here. We've got Jed Edwards trying to gain possession. The ball finds the line. We'll have a boundary throw in.
And around the ground for Finders Keepers in the other league game, Campbellda versus Boulder. Boulder 2-2. Plays Campbellda no score.
Okay, so 14-point early lead there for the Tigers out at Campbellda. Reganzani with the big leap, gets it off to Strachan, kicks it inwards.
Great mark.
The mark here. Defensive mark. Elijah Evans takes it, and so who's wearing the 24 today for Mines? Chris Strano we've got in the book. Is that correct? Maybe. I know who was the TikToker that came over for a game. He wore the 24 on that day. Anyway, Railway's looking to work it forward. Yaz on the scene. Chris Yaron coming in, looking to gain possession. Couldn't do so. We'll have a stoppage.
Hasn't seen too much of the footy thus far, Chris Yaron.
No, he hasn't. These conditions definitely not in his favour, that's for sure.
With that being said, I think he's probably not down the scoring end of the ground today.
No, that's true. That's true. So Mines with the wind advantage, it does seem in this first one. It's currently Mines 1 behind, playing Railways 2 behind. Thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au, and a big roosting kick by Josh Mathers into Railways 50. Jack Steele flew. Yaz gets the clearance, puts it on the left. He's miscued that kick, and now Mines getting a chance to clear the ball. So Jordan Delbridge with the handball. And the ball coming to the wing here, grandstand side. Jake Douglas with good speed, takes a good mark in these conditions. So Douglas on the wing, he plays on quick.
Great
it's a
kick.
centering ball. Sam Burge takes the mark. Very keen and hard player is Burge, and he's sending it to Strachan. It's a 1v3, and Railways should mop this up and clear the ball. Elijah Evans will find Mathers. So Mathers now assesses his options ahead of him and puts it on the left, heading forward, looking for Penny, it seems to be. Penny on that far side. He's fumbled the ball, and we'll have a boundary throw in on the far side.
Really strong effort from the veteran Kyle Hams down back there, back and back into the hole in front of Jordan Strachan. Big unit. Ham's not the biggest player himself, so a lot of courage there.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think 38 years of age too. He's just a machine. He just keeps turning up and performing. So it's Mines with possession, looking to clear it from their defensive 50. Railways, however, with the turnover. Big tackle on Ugle there. Ugle coughs it up. Eventually we'll find Murison, who puts it on the left, just chips it to the pocket. Now Jared Ugle on the left, goes for goal. Across the face, and it will be out of bounds on the full.
That shows how strong that breeze is out there.
Yeah, he's normally so effective there too, with those snaps on that preferred left, Jared Ugle. So Mines keen to take advantage of this breeze, this blustery wind at Digger Doors, and move the ball on quick, but geez, they've coughed this up badly, and we're going to have a stoppage after a bit of a turnover, and now Railways get a chance once again.
No goals recorded yet on the First National scoreboard, Royce.
No, that's true, and just one of those days. So Jack Steele seeing that go out of bounds.
One thing we do know with a few of the players on this field, there's plenty of boys that are big contenders for the Aria Dental Goal of the Year.
Absolutely. It's going to take a special effort today, thanks to Aria Dental, new sponsor here on SEN. Goldfields for GFL, Joshy Mathers. He kicks it to the top of the square, and we've got a free kick. Railways to line up directly in front.
I dare say that might have been a little bit soft. I think the Dorites can feel a bit aggrieved with that one.
Yeah, who's got the ball here? So it's...
that's Jace Riley.
Jace Riley, okay. So Riley to line up directly in the front and get the first goal of the afternoon. Does so, and no, he hasn't. He's missed. He's pulled that to the left, so Riley there with a minus score. We've now got 4 behinds in this first quarter, no one to put it through the middle yet.
He's certainly more known for kicking goals for Kalgoorlie College on a Sunday in the A-grade soccer, Jace Riley, but that wasn't one of his better kicks, unfortunately.
That's for sure. Okay, so the ball back in the middle now. We've got a stoppage. A stoppage late into this first quarter now, as we just have a look at the clock on Play HQ for those at home. And it's Mines taking this over to the far side of Digger Doors here with a little bit of time now, so
only about 3 minutes left here, Royce, in this first quarter.
3 minutes, thanks Dylan. So Railways sending it inside 50 now, and Murison trying to gain possession. Plenty of Dirites around the pack. Coming through there was Stewart. Stewart eventually gets it then to Daniel Leach, who chips it, and we'll have a shot on goal here.
Lockie Gilbert.
For Railways, and as Dylan just said, Lockie Gilbert. Now, what are we thinking here, Dylan? Assess this kick for us.
He's a lovely kick of the football, mate, but in saying that, as we've touched on today already, not the easiest of conditions, so you wouldn't be betting your life on it.
Okay, rightio. Not much of an angle, but this breeze is making everything so much more difficult in terms of being accurate today. So Gilbert comes in. It's been very good this season. Spearing kick.
Lovely kick.
Yeah, that was the right option there by Gilbert, and he gets the first major of the afternoon. It's Railways 1 goal 3-9 playing Mines, that single behind, so an 8-point lead in the first quarter thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. It's Railways with the first major of the day.
Kyle Penny running really hot across the half forward line for the Redlegs so far. Just as we say that, we're looking for a Cats WA injury report on him because he hobbles to the ground with Railways runner Rhett Foster.
Yep.
Doesn't look to be too serious, but
maybe a corky or something.
He's had plenty of the footy, that's for sure.
He has. He's been so good this year. So we're back in the middle for the first time to reset with a couple of minutes left on the clock. And it's Levene who gets it to Ugle, now over the top to Leach. Leach to send it inside 50. Can Railways make it 2 goals quick? Gilbert once again, he wheels about. He's looking for Chris Yarran at the top of the square. Good spoil there by the Mines defender.
Quality defending from Daniel Bryan there.
Yep, and this might be a high tackle, is it? No, a stoppage by the looks. They're not happy about it, the Railways boys.
A bit of a scuffle.
Yeah. You'd know all about that, Dylan, wouldn't you?
Of course, no one on this field would want to be getting carded today, the week before the finals. That would definitely be a silly thing to be doing.
It would be. Okay, so still a bit of argy-bargy out there, which we don't mind to see.
Traditional rivals, the Panthers and the Dirites, yep. So you wouldn't expect either of these two sides to take a backward step.
Rightio, so it's Trent Reid who's going to be the beneficiary of a free here. He's going to have to kick it about 40-odd metres. Probably not known for the longest kick, Dylan.
Quite a similar spot from where Lockie Gilbert just kicked his from. He kicked it quite low and hard, so it'd be interesting to see if Trent Reid adopts the same tactics here.
Yeah, absolutely. So Reid walks in directly in front, but look at those goalposts move with that wind. It is really playing havoc out there. Reid puts it on the boot. Spearing kick as well, and it's hit the woodwork, has it?
Falling just short.
Short, rightio.
Lockie Gilbert on the end of that one.
Gilbert over the top. Mines defence, clean it up, take a mark. They'll get the chance to rebound here. So, kicks it into space. This is going to come back in the form here of Norman Stubbs. Also out there, Ugle. Back to Stubbs, the old 1-2. Good kick. Almost mark taken there. The follow-up work good. Heavy tackle. And we've got a free kick here as well.
It could be going the way of Lockie Gilbert.
Yeah, he looked like he copped a late one perhaps there.
Starting to get his hands on the footy a bit here, Lockie Gilbert.
He is.
Certainly a dangerous player on his day.
Yep. So this one a little bit closer, about 30 metres out. There's the siren in the background. That's the end of the first quarter, but Lockie Gilbert to line up and take a set shot to put Railways... What do we got here? 1 goal, 3-9, 15. We'll have a 14-point lead. If Lockie Gilbert can put this through the middle, he comes in now just to make sure he gives it all the effort he can. And that's
beautiful kick.
Good-looking kick. Straight over the top of the goal umpire's head. And that is Railways' second goal. So it's Railways 2 goals, 3-15, playing Mines 1 behind. So it's a 14-point lead to Railways. Thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. We put you first. That's the first quarter done here at Digger Dawes Oval. We'll be back with the second quarter right after this.
Mike's up.
Live on SEN, you're listening to the Goldfields Football League.
How do you like your chicken? 100% Aussie and RSPCA approved? That's how we like ours at Macca's, and it's what you'll find across our entire menu, like in our new McCrispy burger. Changing for the better, we're on it. Available from 10:30am at participating restaurants. See our website for details.
At Bunnings Trade, we're committed to delivering the lowest prices all year round. It's what we do. We work hard to bring you the lowest prices on our huge range of trade quality products and brands like Makita, DeWalt, AEG, Paslode and more. And if you do find a competitor's lower price on the same stocked item, we won't just match it, we'll beat it by 10%. Conditions apply. See website for details. Talk to our trade specialists in-store or call Trade Assist on 134872 for sourcing products, stock availability, fast quotes and delivery. Bunnings Trade. Helping business is our trade.
He had years of experience. He knew his way around a cattle yard. And then one day when drafting a calf and a protective mum, he was crushed. If only I'd taken the time to fix that gate. These days I make sure my farm is always properly maintained. It's the least I can do. It's the least we can all do.
It's never you until it is. Keep yourself and others safe in the yards. Visit worksafe.vic.gov.au/livestock.
From the moment you wake to the moment you go to bed and everywhere in between, Signet's new Mag Move keeps your phone powered all day. The dual magnet wireless power bank is slim, pocket size and is the centre point to the new Signet Mag family range. Plus, your camera and
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment.
Of Mines versus Railways. At the start of the second quarter, it's currently Mines 1 behind, trailing Railways 2 goals, 3-15, so a 14-point lead to Railways in that first quarter. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie. KalgoorlieRealEstate.com.au. We put you first. We're about to get underway in this second quarter. Dylan, quickly to you, how did you see the first?
Lockie Gilbert with both of the goals on the First National scoreboard, but we did predict coming into this it might be a day for the smaller players, just with these conditions, so we'll see how it pans out this quarter.
Okay, we're back in play. It's Toa and Adau to go at each other in the middle here. Now the handball over the top by Bevan Bennell, who starts in the middle. We're heading towards Mines attacking end. We thought perhaps this might be the disadvantaged end. Sam Burge at the base of that pack there. It's Railways defence who mop it up over the top here. And Mathers out there as well, likewise with Ugle for support. Here we go, back to Mathers, who gets the ball. Levene, Stubbs as well, and it finds the boundary by the looks. No, it's going to be a free. So Mines to work this back inside 50. They really need to hit the scoreboard early in this second. So here we go. Contested footy at the top of the 50. Railways cleaning it up once again, and a good mark taken by Penny over on the far side. So it looks like he's back out there, which is good news.
He's definitely found plenty of the footy so far.
He has. So down the wing, and Jack still in that contest. Now we're gumming central here, and it's going to be closed there. And
great pick up.
The ball coming inside the attacking 50.
That man again, Lockie Gilbert.
It is Lockie Gilbert, and he may be pinged it. No, so no prior. Good tackle there by Mines captain in the form of Jordan Delbridge, and we'll have a stoppage 30 metres out here from Railways goal. Okay, so Toa with the tap down, and in front of Railways goal, I should have said, and another stoppage, so they can make them pay here. Railways, but yeah, they're pretty tall in terms of their attacking forwards here. You can understand why your Lockie Gilberts and your Trent Reeds are spending a bit of time in this forward 50 this afternoon.
There's that man, right as you say.
Yep. So here we go. Leach kicks it in, looking for Ugle. It was just right on his toes, hard to mark. Now coming around, the ball collected there by Jace Riley at the top of the Railways, attacking goal square, and we'll have a stoppage. So
Railways had all the play so far today, Royce, haven't they?
They have. They have. They should, you know, potentially be further in front, but I understand this wind's making things difficult to damage the scoreboard. The tap down there from Toa, straight to Chris Yarran, and he makes them pay.
There's his first of the day, Yarran.
Chris Yarran on the board, and he couldn't believe his luck when that ball landed on his chest. He just put it straight on the right and snapped it through the middle, and it gets Railways' third goal of this afternoon. It's Railways 3 goals 3-21, playing Mines that single behind, so this lead now out to 20 points. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, KalgoorlieRealEstate.com.au.
72nd goal for the season for Chris Yarran, so another outstanding season on his behalf, and no doubt a big focal point for Railways heading into the finals.
Absolutely, too right. So Chris Yarran, he's the length of the Flemington straight in front with that goal kicking tally, and he'll start it full forward once again as we reset. Back in the middle, Toa and Adau go at it once again. Now, here's Delbridge. Delbridge with a kick inside. Jordan Delbridge, that is. Looking
Quality
for
again from Kyle Hams. Over the top with courage again.
So, Railways on the rebound here. Looks inwards, and it's going to be Ugle who takes the mark. Just steadies things.
He's had plenty of the footy so far, Jared Ugle, hasn't he?
He has. He has. Very effective player. And you can just see that ball just with ease, kicking from left to right. Kicking to the south here in Boulder. It's so much easier to penetrate the ball, and that ball has found the boundary line, so we'll have a stoppage. So it's seen a bit of a blue sky now. It looks like the rain's gone, which is good. But this wind still hangs about as the ball's back in play. And out, it was Toa who waited out back and read the ball best. Now, looking to collect, we've got Delbridge, Cale Delbridge, handball over the top to Sam Burge with speed now.
Oh, that's not a great kick.
Yeah. And unfortunately for Mine's assault there.
Beautiful use of the footy out of the back line from Elijah Evans for the Panthers. That's a great kick through the corridor.
To Dan Leach. So Leach will now go out to Joshy Mathers. Mathers puts it on the left and kicks to a contest over there. In fact, it's Joshy Mathers now with the ball, apologies. So he's right on the 50, centering ball. Who's the target here? 3 Mines.
Great mark, Cody Lowe. Oh, that probably should have been paid.
Wasn't paid. And now playing on, it's close. And that will be rushed through for a minus score.
They're holding up fairly well here, the Mines back line, I feel.
Yep.
There's been plenty of action down there. Haven't been able to take the kick out. You think you'd be going long and pretty direct.
Yep. So a minus score there for Railways at 3 goals 4, plays one behind thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. Toa the target here, but there has been a whistle. And it'll be a free kick.
Long and direct kick
Railways.
from Josh Mathers. Top of the goal square.
Steele takes a mark. Good mark. About a 1 versus 4 there, Dylan.
Very, very good, but that's one of his biggest strengths, Jack Steele, those contested marks.
Haven't seen him with a set shot today, so this will be interesting. Jack Steele, there's plenty of targets in the Railways team, isn't there, Dylan?
Absolutely. You know, we look at the likes of Chris Sharon and this man having the shot now, Jack Steele, but as we've seen, Lockie Gilbert's already popped up for a couple of goals, as well as Cole Penny's had plenty of the footy, so a few options for sure up there.
Too right. So Jack Steele lines up directly in front, puts it on the boot. It's a good looking kick.
Great kick.
Yep, straight through the middle. So another goal there. The 4th goal of the afternoon for Railways. And it's Jack Steele with that one. 4 goals for Railways, 28 playing Mines, just with that one single behind. So this lead starting to blow out slightly considering the conditions, and it is a 27-point lead to Railways in the middle part of this second quarter. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. We'll be resetting back in the middle shortly.
Around the ground for finals keepers, Royce. Kambalda yet to score, plays Boulder, 8 goals, 9, 57. So not a good start to the game for Kambalda. Unfortunately, probably looks like they're not going to register a win this season.
No, it's been a common theme throughout the season, unfortunately. Trent Reid at ground level here. In there as well, Stubbs for Railways, looking to work it forward.
That's definitely another common theme of the season, Trent Reid at ground level, isn't it?
Absolutely, so effective. We've found a free kick though, and the players aren't sure who it's going to. It's going to Stubbs, is it?
Norman Stubbs.
So Stubbs chips it in. He's looking for Penny rather, but couldn't take the mark, and the tackle there on the Mines defender will have a stoppage.
Strong tackle. Jack Steele, it looks like.
So Railways looking to score once again at the top of the 50, and this ball just unable to get clear at the bottom of it. It's Trent Reid.
The Dolomites just struggling to get the ball forward to centre at the moment. I'm not sure what levers Coach Mark Johnson has to pull there, but definitely something we'll be looking at.
And when they do, it seems to be an issue of the target up forward. There's a bit of friendly, well, not friendly fire, but off plate.
Jordan Strahm might have to get into the game up a bit higher up the ground, I feel.
Yep. So Callan Lay and Sam Turner just having a off-ball discussion there. So this ball comes inside 50 now, and Mines defence collect in the form of Reece Stevens, and he's been pinged for holding the ball, so we'll have a kick on goal and have a look who it is.
That man again, Trent Reid.
Trent Reid.
And I feel, Royce, this could be the hardest spot on the ground to kick a goal from today. As you said before, Trent not known to be the longest kicker of the footy, so just look for him maybe to pop this up to the top of the goal square.
Okay.
A few of the big boys, Steele and the like, to fly.
Yep, Steele's there. Lay by the looks as well.
He might make a fool of me and put this straight through the middle, Trent Reid.
Yep. Where's Yaz? He doesn't look to be out there. But anyway, he comes in, puts it on the boot.
And I'll tell you what, there's a commentator's curse. Oh, hold on, Royce. Free kick to Mines. It looks like a reverse off the ball here. The non-officiating umpire seems to have reversed that, but I tell you what, that was definitely a contender for the Aria Dental goal of the year.
You got a feel for Reid there, don't you?
Lovely kick, 45 metres out along the boundary line into a very strong breeze, but turned over ultimately.
Right, so Sam Burge with the handball. Mine's looking to work this forward. Toa underneath it. Takes a good grab too. So Jake Toa with the ball. Potts asking for it, but we'll go to full forward here. Looking for Jakey Douglas. Ball goes to ground. What's happened here? Still in play. Mine's wheel around. And it's touched through.
Nearly a Dyright's goal, but not quite. Touch on the line.
Who was with the snap there? Was it Burge or I'm not sure.
Bit far from our broadcast point here, Royce, isn't it?
Sure is from the vantage point, but nevertheless, promising signs there in that part of play for mine. So, Railways with the quick response here. They bring it to the wing, closer to the ground side. Now, Jake Toa eventually got possession, but it's going to be Levene for Railways, who takes a defensive mark, and he looks to move it on. So he'll find
Alex Stewart.
Is it Stewart? Yep, Stewart. So down the wing, Jack still in a contest, and Steele knocks it down, and not being able to grab the ball, Jace Riley, and now Mines with the response. So Sam Turner puts it on the right, kicks it to the centre of the ground, and we've got a free kick here for holding the ball.
He's had his hands full today, the Dyright's defender, Jaron Smith, but he's done a really good job thus far on Jack Steele. Obviously not an easy matchup.
Yep, no, well called. So Reganzani looking for Strachan, but it will be rushed through for a minus score. So another behind here. It's Mines 3 behinds, trailing Railways 4-4, 24. 25-point lead here to Mines. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. So Alex Stewart to bring this back into play for Railways, the captain. And, of course, celebrated his 100th GFL game. 4 or 5 games to go.
And just casually kicks that about 65 metres.
Yep, as you do, like clockwork. So Mines at Sam Burge, who eventually gains possession, looking to send it back in. Jake Douglas the target. Ball goes to ground.
Sam Burge has had plenty of the footy so far today.
He sure has.
And that might have trickled out on the full.
You'd love a team full of Sam Burges in terms of their enthusiasm.
There's been a great pick-up for him so far this season, and obviously, again, big player for him heading into the final series.
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, these two teams meet again next week in the second semi-final, albeit at Surridge Moor.
Yep.
But a nice little dress rehearsal today.
You sort of keep that in mind out there, Dylan?
Well, I'd imagine so. Both clubs you'd think want to be leaving a little bit up their sleeve, but I think once that ball's bounced, you don't want to leave anything on the field. So it'll be interesting, the tactics, but, so far it seems everyone's throwing everything at it.
Okay, it's Cale Delbridge with the chip kick, sends it inside, but only as far as Levene. So defensive mark taken there and stops a Mines attack. So Levene chips it over the top, and you know what? We're just playing pass to pass right now because it's Mines who are going to send it back in. They do so now. The target, no one really. It was Norman Stubbs who takes an uncontested mark.
He's had a bit of the footy himself too, Normie Stubbs.
He's been good. So Stubbs sends it down the middle of the ground. Bit of a mongrel ball.
Well done, Sam Turner.
So ball all locked up. And we'll have a ball up. Any around the grounds for us here, Dylan? Thanks to Finders Keepers, finderskeepersgold.com for all your detecting supplies.
The live AFL game at the moment, Gold Coast playing Richmond. Gold Coast 67, lead Richmond 41, 26 points. The margin there, Royce.
Rightio. So that game really just for a bit of pride to finish your season off in good style, as we've got a stoppage here, and Evan Burnell at the base of it. Likewise also Dowson.
Burge again.
Burge. Look at that run.
I don't think you'll find two fitter boys in country footy than Jordan and Cale Delbridge.
No, without a doubt. It was Jordan who we had on the broadcast a few weeks ago telling us that Cale basically keeps fit by running because he enjoys it.
I don't think there's too many country footballers out there like that.
So stoppage on the far side here, the wing, Diggador's Oval. And this game just hitting a bit of a stalemate. A bit of footy between the archers.
The Dorites yet to score on the first national scoreboard, certainly from a goal sense anyway.
That's for sure. So another stoppage. And back in play. So ball comes to ground and sent forward by Jared Ugle.
Well done from the Mines defender. Looks like Reece Stevens out there.
Yep. So the ball finds the line once again. Take this opportunity to let everybody know racing tomorrow at the Calgary Boulder Racing Club. It's Tats Cup Day, always a big day on the racing calendar, and normally the lead up to the race round, Richard. So
have you got a winner there for the listeners, Royce?
Look, we'll find one. We'll give you. I'll give you one before the end of the broadcast. Let's keep them tuned in that way.
The pressure's on.
Okay. Rightio. So this ball's coming back.
The way of the Dorites.
Yep. Sure is, and it's Jet Stevens.
Or might be a ball up, is it?
Yeah, it is. No, you're right. Stevens doing a little bit of ruck work here. Gets it down to his captain in Jordan Delbridge. There's
Sam Burge in and under again.
Like to know his disposal count if we were able to have that information, because he's been mighty effective today.
The Harvey Norman stat sheet.
Yep, I'll have that for you at the halftime show after this quarter. So Stevens back in there once again. And Burge with the tackle, another stoppage. Of course, for those in Calgary Boulder, the Calcutta is on tonight for that race tomorrow, the Tats Cup. You can head along to the Tats Club and hopefully draw yourself a horse.
They put on a great show there, don't they? Chris Shane Warren and the crew.
They do, they sure do. And I believe they're putting dinner on tonight. So, what do they say? World War II prices for drinks, and you'll get a free feed. So do yourself a favour and head along there as this ball enters Railways 50.
Trickles through for a behind.
Does. Jack still unable to beat the ball to the line, and it will be Mines to bring it back in the form of Matt Brahm.
Hasn't had the ball in his hands too much today, Matty Brahm, but very good user of the footy when he does get hold of it.
Yep.
Nice long left foot kick.
So Matty Brahm to bring it back in. No one near him sort of on the mark, so he runs in and he's looking for Stevens, but that ball you could just see moved considerably in the air, and it's going to be Railways now with the response. So Stubbs over there, eventually to Stevens for Mines, and now Alex Stewart laying the tackle, and we'll have a ball up on the far side.
Just note, Kelby Virgin into the ruck for the Redlegs.
Yep.
Oh, right as I say that, Liam Mathers back on.
Rightio. So he's been a good backup ruckman for Railways, with Jordan Reid not available for roughly half the season. So they've brought him through well.
We know how important Jordan Reid is for Railways finals prospects.
Yeah, he's massive, isn't he? He's a bit like Angus for the Kangas. We saw the damage that if you lose your good ruckman, what it can do to a team when we broadcast here a couple of weeks ago. Anyway, an entry here for Railways. It's a bit of a foot race. And Toa looking to clear this ball for Mines, spending some time in the back line. Good kick.
Been very good today, Jake Toa.
Yep, so great kick. And it's Cale Delbridge who gets possession of the footy. And we're heading out to the far side. So it's Matty Brahm with a bit of run and carry. Puts it on the left, and that is an absolute shocker.
And that could be the commentator's curse right there. I just pumped his nice left foot up, and he has kicked that sideways.
Okay, that's the preferred foot, is it?
I believe so.
So I don't believe it was out of bounds on the full.
Might have just been inside the line there.
Yeah, yep. So a boundary throw-in directly in front of the Mines stands here at Diggadors.
The young boundary umpires are certainly earning their $20 today, Royce.
Is that the payment, is it?
I think so.
Yep. No, we've seen, I've seen some small boundary umpires this year. They love it though, which is good to see, and that'll be the next generation of players. So another stoppage.
Sam Burge in and under yet again.
Yep.
Had plenty of left football.
Rightio, so it's back in contest here, Stevens, and also Adow going at it, and it's Railways Trent Reid who puts it on the boot. This is coming out towards the boundary line, bounces in, so it'll be a boundary throw-in.
Just underneath our vantage point in the classic Clashes truck.
That's it. That's where we are today. First time broadcasting up in the van.
Great throw from the young boundary umpire.
Yep. So Stevens at ground level knocks the ball forward. Trent Reid, geez, he's been good today.
Him and Sam Burge going head-to-head. It's been a great battle in that midfield.
Yep, so over the top, we've got a free kick here. And it's going the way of Jake Toa for an infringement, so Toa the beneficiary.
It seems Mines might have just put him behind the ball here, with Railways with a bit of dominance.
I think it's worked, yeah, for sure. Yeah. Rightio, so far side, and it's Schmidt with a good kick, and finds Jordan Delbridge, bit of a scrubber forward, and the tackle there will have a boundary throw in.
We've seen a few of those scrubbing kicks today, Royce, haven't we?
Yes, yep, these conditions can bring that on. It's currently Railways 4 goals 5-29, playing Mines 3 behind, so a 26-point lead to Railways thanks to First National Kalgoorlie. KalgoorlieRealestate.com.au. We put you first.
Been a bit of stop-start footy here.
Sure has. So Jared Ugle there with the big fist, and
right on cue.
Yep, it was Dan Leach who was immediately tackled. No whistle, so ball still in play. Also over there for Railways we've got Close, but eventually Trent Reid at ground level. We'll have another stoppage.
Haven't called his name too much today, Daniel Leach. We might need a big second half from him.
Yep. And he's almost like the equivalent of a Sam Burge for Railways, isn't he?
Likes to get in and under, that's for sure.
Yeah, hungry football.
Under the skin of his opponent too at times. It's fair to say.
Okay, so now Mines gain possession. Matt Brahm.
Great kick, Matty Brahm.
Yeah, good kick. Finds his target.
Nick Reganzani.
Yep, he needs more of the ball. He's been good this season.
I tell you what, this young fella's been sensational down back today. Albert Lavini.
Yep.
Very, very strong, but it might be a downfield free kick.
There is.
Bevan Bennell.
Strano. Bennell. Straight through the middle, and there's Mines' first goal of the afternoon.
And that is a dire odds goal on the First National scoreboard.
It is. Good to see. So, great kick too. And Bevan Bennell, we didn't really think kicking to the left of our vantage point was the advantage, but he's put that through with ease.
Yeah, we've never been great judges, you or me, Royce. The boys have certainly proved us wrong. I think 4 of the 5 goals have been scored at that end.
Yep, so Bevan Bennell, first goal scorer there. So it's Mines 1 goal 3-9, playing Railways 4 goals 5-29. It's a 20-point lead to Railways thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, KalgoorlieRealestate.com.au. So we reset back in the middle.
Liam Alley and Jet Stevens going head-to-head in the ruck. Trent Reid in and under again.
So Reid slams it on the boot. The spiralling ball. And wow, what a mark!
Steele.
Jack Steele.
Now that could be the Hosmate big moment.
Yep. Jack Steele and Sam Turner underneath him. You've got to give it to Sam Turner. He saw the clear man for Railways, and he manned up immediately after Jack Steele took the mark. And as per the first quarter, we're going to have a kick for goal as the siren has gone to conclude the second quarter and bring us into half time. Here comes Jack Steele just inside the 50. Jeez, he's roosted that. What. And that is a goal, a sensational goal.
That is an unbelievable kick of the football, given these conditions we're facing today.
Absolutely. So Jack Steele with a major in the dying stages. They're right on the siren in the second. So it's Mines 1 goal 3-9, now trailing Railways 5 goals 5-35. We'll be back with the halftime show right after this.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals, and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
Yeah, you can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring, it is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
So great Southern Fuel, we know service. We do it with doing it for over 40 years. And we're families, we employ locals, and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring, it is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring, it is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service, and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals, and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people, they're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
You can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
To the moment you go to bed and everywhere in between. Signet's new Mag Move
With you, and at the start of the third quarter, well, we shouldn't say start because we've had 2 goals kicked in the first couple of minutes of this third quarter, and we just saw Mines Bevan Burnell add another goal next to his name, so Mines now 2 goals 3, and up the other end it was Chris Yarran who had a pretty simple kick on goal, takes them to 6 goals 5, so no change to the difference in this game. It's 2 goals 3, Mines 15, and they are trailing Railways 6 goals 5, 35. 20 points is the margin. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. Callan Lay with possession on the wing here, but a couple of quick goals, Dylan.
Yeah, as you said, Royce, Bevan Burnell get his second goal on the First National scoreboard, and right as we say that, it's a goal, it looks like. Is that Josh Mathers from the Redlegs?
I'm not sure. It's Lockie Gilbert, in fact.
Gilbert for his third.
Yeah, so Lockie Gilbert. He's
been hot today.
He's been sensational. He just ran into clear air there and passed the last line of defence for Mines and has gone through and has kicked the easiest of goals, and Railway's 7th of the afternoon.
I think we do need to touch on Bevan Burnell's goal just as our broadcast come back on then, Royce, from this closest pocket in front of where we're broadcasting from. Lovely kick, tight angle. His second goal for the Dorites.
Too right, just massaged that through. It was a fantastic goal by Bevan Burnell, but there are a good 5 goals behind here. It's Railways now 7 goals 5, 47, leading Mines 2 goals 3, 15. So this margin out to 32 points as we're back in play, and the ball immediately wrapped up, and it's Trent Reid laying the tackle there for Railways. Now in the ruck we've got Adow going up against Stevens. Adow with the tap down, it goes straight to Toa. Toa knocks it down, and now Railways with possession. It's Kelby Virgin. And
I don't mind that call from the umpire. I think he might have ducked his head there. The umpire called his bluff and holding the ball to the Dorites.
Okay, so Stevens with the handball, penetrating kick inside 50 now, but the easiest of marks taken by Kyle Hams.
Generally a beautiful user of the ball coming into the back line, Kyle Hams.
Yeah, he's taking his time here. He just needs to assess his options, and he has to kick to a contest. Jacob Potts did well there. Sam Burge now with possession to send it back in. The quick fumbled handball over the top, and the tackle laid immediately, and it was Bevan Burnell, Jake Douglas who was tackled. And what's happened here?
He's called a trip and free kick there, going the way of the Redlegs.
Okay, so Alex Stewart with the handball over the top, finds Elijah Evans and plays it down the wing. It's Adow now in the middle, gets it to, it looks to be Jared Ugle.
He has had plenty of the footy today, Jared Ugle, against his old side.
Great kick too, and he finds Kalen Lay. So Lay,
beautiful
hit the switch, and a great mark by Joshy Mathers. So Joshy Mathers, has he played on?
Oh,
it's 50
no.
meters. We don't like to see that.
He can consider himself very unlucky there, the Dorites defender. I think Mathers, for all intents and purposes, had played on, but the umpire, unfortunately for the Dorites, hadn't called it. So 50 metres, but as I said, the Dorites consider themselves pretty stiff there.
That's for sure. I don't... that's just unfortunate, that's all.
It's going to take Josh Mathers pretty much to the top of the goal square. He should pop this through quite simply.
Yep, looking for his first goal of the afternoon. So Joshy Mathers comes in, puts it on the boot, and makes no mistake. Straight through the middle there. Joshy Mathers gets on the goal kickers list this afternoon and kicks Railway's 8th goal.
Just don't have too many answers here, the Dorites, do they, Royce?
No, they do not. They probably need to get, or somehow, inject Strachan or someone into the game.
I think so. He hasn't seen too much of the footy today, not from his own fault by any stretch.
But half forward now, centre half forward by the looks, but he just needs
a couple of nice entries into that forward 50.
Yep, that's exactly what he needs. So the score now for First National Kalgoorlie, it's Railways 8 goals 5, and that's 53, leading Mines 2 goals 3, 15. So this lead out to 38 points now, thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au, as Adow and Stevens go at it in the middle. The clearance is there, and it's coming in the form of Jake Douglas, I should say. Now here's Reganzani, who wheels about on his left, lines his target up, couldn't quite get him in the form of Trott, And now the ball at the top of the 50 are holding off, and oh no, so it's going to be Leach with a free.
I just feel the Dorites might have been a bit stiff with a couple of these umpiring decisions we've seen so far early in this third term.
Yep, so Leach goes back to Stewart, Stewart to Hams, Hams back to Stewart. No ground made, just a bit of possession footy, goes down the wing, and that's a fantastic kick to Joshy Mathers. So Mathers off and gone, runs around the man on the mark, sends it inside 50, bit of a grubber ball. It's Lockie Gilbert up there. He's got 3 next to his name. Ball coming forward to Yaz. Mines should clean this up though, you would think.
Bit of pressure from the Redlegs deep in the forward line.
Yep. So it's Delbridge who finds his man at half-back, and now a good kick to Jake Toa.
Certainly been one of mine's better players today, Jake Toa, probably along with Sam Burge.
Yep, indeed. So Delbridge kicks it down at the wing. Reganzani couldn't take the mark. On the scene quickly there for Railways was Jack Kennedy. Haven't seen too much of Kennedy today.
No, playing behind the ball today, I have noted.
Yeah. So Delbridge does well and gets it to Dowson, and we're out of bounds on the full rush kick, and the ball goes out.
Just a bit of a limp there, I note. Cole Ham's picking the footy up here. Whether there's something to report there for the Cats WA injury report, I'm not too sure, but he's taken the kick, so seems to be nothing too severe.
Okay, so the handball on here, and it's going to be Lavini.
Great mark, Norm Stubbs.
And now Stubbs. So Stubbs to Ugle.
And I reckon Jared Ugle could have easily just had his 20th kick of the afternoon.
Yeah, without a doubt. That's a great mark there, taken by Lockie Gilbert.
That's great football.
Looks inwards and finds Yaron.
The link up there between those boys we just mentioned, Norman Stubbs, Jared Ugle, Lockie Gilbert and Chris Yaron.
Yep.
Yaron goes back now. Probably 40 metres out, quite close to directly in front. On his day, kicked these in his work boots, Chris Yaron.
Stubbs and Ugle throughout this season have just combined beautifully. And Yaron puts it on the boot.
Straight over goal umpire Vinnie Kacker's head.
There we go. So it's another goal for Chris Yaron. That's his 3rd of the afternoon. And he joins Lockie Gilbert on 3. Jack Steele with a couple, and Joshy Mathers with the single. As Railways extend their lead. It's Railways 9 goals, 5-59, playing Mines 2 goals, 3. And this lead out to 44 points, thanks to First National Kalgoorlie.
One of Lockie Gilbert's better games of the year up forward today. As we said, very important in the link-up. He's hit Yaron straight on the chest, didn't have to move. And you can't underestimate how good of a kick that is today. As we've said, very blustery conditions. Yaron 40 metres out, albeit directly in front, but kicked his 74th goal of the year.
Continues to add to that tally, does Chris Yaron. So back in the middle. And add out and Stevens to go at it once again. So Stevens with the win there, down to Toa. So Toa kicks it out towards the wing. Reganzani with quick hands, and he gets the ball there off to Casey Murison. Now, here we go.
Here he is, the big fella, Geordie Strachan.
We've been waiting for him all arvo.
Great kick.
To Jacob Potts, couldn't take the mark. Delbridge now, can he wheel about? Yes, he can. Delbridge with the kick, straight over the umpire's hat, and there's a goal.
That is the Dorites goal to Jordan Delbridge. Little snap from probably 30 metres out, directly in front, but as we've said, tricky conditions, not an easy kick, and the skipper kicks the Dorites' 3rd goal of the afternoon on the First National scoreboard.
Jordan Delbridge, captain's goal there. Hopefully that can spark the team, give them a little bit of inspiration. He had to dodge a couple of witches' cones there. They couldn't stick the tackle, and he managed to straighten up, put it on the preferred right, and put it straight through the middle of the goal. So we'll reset. It's now Railways 9-5-59, playing Mines 3 goals, 3-21. So we're now back to 38 points.
We'll see if the Dorites can get a bit of a run on here. Be nice to go in with only a 3 or 4 goal margin into this last quarter and make it an interesting one.
Too right, and give you that sort of a bit of belief for next week as well, when everything's on the line. So we're back in play in the middle. Ugle around the ball, likewise with Murison for Mines.
And you notice in that last passage, Jordan Strachan getting his hands on the footy ends up resulting in a goal for the Dorites.
It was an effective disposal, wasn't it?
He generally does, doesn't he?
Yep. So Delbridge now with the ball. Here we go. Murison with time and does well. Chip kick forward.
There he is again.
He is. He's being injected into the game nicely at half forward. And Strachan, what does he do here? He's got the wind behind him. Chip kick forward. Who's the target?
Lavini.
Yeah.
Back into the hole. Unfortunately for him, he's in a red Guernsey, not a blue one.
Not a blue one. Anyway, so it's Riley out at half-back here. He looks inwards to Leach. Not a great kick. The handball back. Now they've coughed it up here. This can come back inside quickly. It's Brahm with quick hands over the top of Cale Delbridge at the top of the 50. He's got time. Straightens up. Takes a shot at goal and puts it through.
Here they come, the Dorites. Cale Delbridge, beautiful kick. Probably 40 metres out, directly in front, but straight over goal umpire's head, Graham Davis.
First time we've seen back-to-back goals today for Mines. This will no doubt give them some belief halfway through this third quarter. And thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, it's Mines starting to bridge this gap ever so slightly. And that is 4 goals for them now for this afternoon. It's Mines 4 goals, 3, 27, trailing Railways 9 goals, 5. 59, so 32 points. Another goal or two here, Dylan. We could bring it back to sort of 3 goals and it's game on.
Yeah, and you just notice the boys that have dragged the Dorites back into it here. Jordan Strachan, a couple of nice marks, and the two captain and vice captain of the Delbridge boys, Jordan and Cale, both hitting the scoreboard. Indeed. Obviously important for them.
So back in the middle, Adau with the win, gets it to Ugle. Ugle puts it on the left, sends it forward. And a mark taken here.
That man again, Lockie Gilbert.
Yeah, Lockie Gilbert. Just he read that superbly. Chip kick forward to Yaz. Yaz with the mark. Chris
That's
Yaron.
Sensational. He has hit Yaron on the chest twice with 2 kicks in the last 10 minutes for very, very simple chest marks. And again, Chris Yaron, 20 metres out, directly in front. You'd expect him to put this straight over the goal umpire's head.
Lockie Gilbert's basically just concreted this goal in because... as you just alluded to, Dylan, you put this man 20, 25 metres directly in front. I can't remember him missing this season.
It'll be your fault if he does, Royce.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, and he shanked it. He's been lucky to register a score there, Chris Yaron. Definitely probably his worst kick of the year, but that is the classic commentator's curse.
Oh, what a move. I've just moved him shockingly. Okay, anyway, Chris Yaron can miss from 25 metres out. So, Mines to bring this back into play. And just having a look at the setup here. They're going to go to the far side and dig it doors. Good kick there. We'll find Sam Turner. So Turner, Sam Burge in the middle by himself. The leader's on. It's being ignored. And there's quite a few of them here, but he's gone the long option. And advantage Mines, the mark not taken by Reganzani. Here's Toa by himself, who wheels about, but he's got company immediately by the captain in Alex Stewart.
Sam Burge just slammed into the ground. Might have been a bit of a sling tackle. Just have to keep an eye on him there for the Cats WA injury report.
Righto, well spotted as Joshy Mathers kicks it to half forward. And they've got a bit of time here. Daniel Leach with the possession. Handballs it over the top to Steele, but unable to keep the ball in. We'll have a boundary throw in the pocket. Railway's attacking end.
Just as I say that, Sam Burge back up onto his feet. He's a little bull, isn't he? So you'd expect him to get on with it.
Mate, he is, he's a nuggety. He's just,
been sensational today too for the Dorites.
Yep, he has been. Which is the case most weeks for Sam Burge. So this ball goes out of bounds, another boundary throw in on the far side here at Digger Doors. And Mines with the last 2. Can they capitalise and get another one here? Really
one before 3/4 time definitely makes it interesting, doesn't it?
Without a doubt. That's what we want to see too. So just having a look at the updated clock here in the 3rd quarter. And the ball back in play, immediately tackled there. It was Trent Reid. The ball making some ground towards Railway's goal. Here we go. Might have been Cullen Lay who kicked it in, but a good defensive mark there.
Looks like Jaron Schmidt for the Dorites.
Schmidt, so.
Sensational contested mark in the back line. Been under pressure all day, the Dorites back line, and they have fared quite well at times.
Yeah, absolutely. They probably just haven't capitalised on quite a few entries up the other end. 7 minutes left in this 3rd quarter, Dylan, so still plenty of time.
Yeah, certainly. One thing I have noticed is probably the quality of the entries going into each forward line. We've seen Lockie Gilbert hit Chris Yaron on the chest a couple of times. The opposing full forward, Jordan Strachan, probably hasn't been afforded the same opportunities, it's fair to say.
No, without a doubt, that's dead right. So he just needs a good delivery in, and he'll hit that scoreboard. But we are on that far side, and now, so contested footy, here we go. Reganzani with the handball, finds his man, he comes inwards, Toa takes a good mark, and now we've got a lead here, and is this Cody Lowe?
Yeah, Cody Lowe.
Cody Lowe comes in and makes no mistake. Cody Lowe just kicks a goal.
He'll be pretty happy with that, Cody Lowe. That's great work. Crumbed it off the ground.
He's normally up the other end, so Cody Lowe.
I'll tell you what, we asked for a goal here, Royce, from the Dolomites, and they've delivered, and all of a sudden it's an interesting little clash we've got in our hands.
It is indeed. The last three to Mines now, and that now brings the score to Mines 5 goals 3, 33, trailing Railways 9 goals 6 at 60, so 27 points, the current margin, and if Mines can keep this pressure up, we'll have a game on our hands. I reckon although a little bit blustery, it's nowhere near as bad as what it was in that first half. Would you agree, Dylan?
It's certainly calmed down for sure.
Yep. So, ball heads Railways side. Jack Steele puts it on the boot, sending it to Yaz, is the target. Can't get him. Also there is that man, Lockie Gilbert. He's looking for goal number 4 of the afternoon. Eventually coughs it up, and it's now Mines defence who look to clear it from the pocket. They do so, sending it down the line. Stevens there. In fact, it was Reece Stevens. So Railways gain possession back, but football being turned over here plenty. So a bit of run and carry here. Oh, Jake Toa's just dropped an absolute sitter.
He's been outstanding today, too, Jake Toa. Definitely one of Mines' better players.
Without a doubt. So this ball enters the Mines attacking 50, and now, Reganzani gets the ball, makes no mistake, straight through the middle.
We've got a contest on our hands now.
We do. That was fantastic. And, geez, there was some good work there by Cale Delbridge through the middle. He was superb in ensuring that ball entered the 50. He backed up Jake Toa after he just fumbled the grab, and the follow-up work was sensational. He received the handball and then entered the attacking 50, and eventually it was Reganzani who was sitting back. Chris Strainer, in fact it was Jordan Strainer originally who was going to be the recipient, but Reganzani, that's a good little snap there, Dylan.
For sure, and you mentioned Cale Dalbridge. You wouldn't expect anything less from him. Been a quality player up here for many a year now. Of course, Mitchell medalist quite a few years ago, but still produces some really strong football.
So 6 goals 3, trails 9 goals 6, thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. Alex Stewart injecting himself into the game. Late tackle. Geez, he almost should have got a free for that one. Mines are playing with a bit of hunger now. Here's Delbridge sending it inside 50. Not the best kick. The tackle there, this could be holding the ball. Jed Edwards tackled. No,
that man, Jordan Strang, great forward, 50 pressure.
Fantastic. So, rightio, ball up. And we're back in play. Toa injects himself into the rack. The ball goes to Strachan. Strachan just works through his players. Ball comes out. Just sitting at the top of the arc here on the 50-metre line. And a good piece of clearing footy there by Josh Mathers.
Finding plenty of the footy now, Joshy Mathers. Been quality this second half in particular.
So Kalen Lay collects the ball. Gets it there to Close. Now Close sends it down the wing. And the boundary line gets closer and closer. It eventually finds its way over. So a stoppage here directly in front of the Mines grandstand.
Can't be too long to go now in this third quarter, Royce.
No, I'll just refresh Play HQ for us, and we'll get that time for you. 3.5 minutes. So.
Still time for Mines to get one more on the board, and then we do have a real nail-biting fourth quarter on our hands.
Yeah, well, the margin only 21 points at this point in time, so they've done well to get back in this game. Now that handball over the top just had a bit too much pepper. Here's Ugle with speed. Down the wing, sends it inside 50. He's looking for Chris Yarran. He worked the man off the ball sensationally, but he just couldn't take the grab. Mines defence do well here, including Delbridge. Cale Delbridge now with the ball. He needed to sort of stop, I think, there and just let them reset. He's done well, though. And Close almost with a grab there for Railways. Now eventually getting it there for Mines was Reece Stevens. And And a bit of to and fro between the arcs here. Sam Turner with a good spoil finds Delbridge. Delbridge over the top looking for Reganzani.
Big
no
contest.
eyes for the ball there. So they play on here. Toa in there. Shoves Stewart. And easy grab for Railway's defence. I think there's
the Mines faithful aren't too happy with that, it sounds like.
And I don't blame them because Reganzani...
He had a very, very good piece of the footy there.
There was no attempt to spoil.
Jack Steele come over the top and did clean him up, and I think it probably should have been a mark to Reganzani or at worst a free kick.
Yep, no, I agree. So Kyle Hands with possession. Looks to get them out of trouble. Trent Reid now has it. Handballs it over the top. Will find Steele. Steele down the boundary line. In fact, comes inwards slightly. And now Railways looking to make them pay. Josh Mathers kicks it in. Good mark there.
Great mark, Campbell Stevens.
Great mark. And he can just steady things up here as this clock continues to count down to three-quarter time.
The back line's really lifted of the Mines Rovers in this third quarter. A couple of really good contested marks from the big boys down back.
Stevens to the wing. Now Jack Steele, the beneficiary of a spoiled ball. And you really feel that Mines just need to lock this up here and ensure that Railways don't get a set shot on goal.
They'd love one more themselves, but it might be wishful thinking with the clock.
I think they've done enough to get back into this. They just don't need to let this margin blow out anymore. It's currently 21 points thanks to First National Kalgoorlie. And there's plenty of bodies around the ball here. Well deep into Railways attacking 50.
Let's look for Lockie Gilbert in and under, trying to put his fourth goal on the board before this three-quarter time break.
3 to him, and also Chris Yarran, a couple to Jack Steele, and 1 to Josh Mathers for Railways.
2 to Bevan Bennell for the Diorites.
Yep. So boundary throw in, far side of Digger Doors here in the pocket for Railways. And a bit of work here by Chris Yarran. Bit of body
not known
work.
For his cramp hole work generally, really. Chris, but well done.
Yep, he's done well. Jack Steele with the snap. No, it's not Jack Steele.
Kalen Lay just pushes it across the face of goal for it behind.
Yeah, so a let off there from Mines. As Railways get a behind, and that will now take the score to 10 goals, 761. Leading Mines, 6 goals, 339, 22 points. The margin, and we've got 30 seconds left on the clock, so that might be all she wrote for the third. And leaves us with a mouth-watering fourth quarter coming to you on SEN Goldfields this afternoon. Those scores thanks to First National Kalgoorlie.
As Matty Brown plays on out of full-back, looks for a nice long kick down the line.
Going to the boundary, hits his target in the form of Stubbs.
Of course, Chase Stubbs for the Diorites, nice to be mixed up with Norm from the Panthers.
Yes, exactly. So Chase Stubbs kicks inwards, finds Cale Delbridge, but as you can hear, that's the siren at three-quarter time here at Digger Doors in this clash between Mines and Railways. It's currently the score here. Railways 9 goals, 8, 62. Plays Mines 6 goals, 3, 39. We have a 22-point margin heading into the fourth. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. We'll be back with the final quarter right after this.
Mike's on.
Live on SEN, you're listening to the Goldfields Football League.
How do you like your chicken? 100% Aussie?
At Great Southern Fuels, we know fuel and we know service. We've been doing it for over 40 years. We're a family business, we employ locals, and we support the communities we operate in. But don't just take it from us. Hear what our customers have to say.
They're driven by local people. They're great community contributors.
We use Great Southern Fuels because they give us a fantastic service at the right price.
Yeah, you can rely on them no matter what. It's just a phone call away and the tanks are full.
Why would you go anywhere else?
Great Southern Fuels. Reliability you can trust.
Umpiring. It is for everyone.
My name's Nick Essler. I'm the National Operations Manager for Blue Diamond Machinery. I've been with the business for 18 months. Blue Diamond Machinery, we've got a great team environment. We encourage input from all of our staff, from warehouse workers to electricians to engineers and sales team, to help us move our customers towards a cleaner future. So we're looking to fill the roles of electrical technicians, both within our production areas and field service, mechanical technicians to support our growing fleet, warehouse workers nationally, fabricators and sheet metal workers to help support our new Blue Diamond engineering facility opening up in Henderson this year. If you'd like to help us deliver quality products, great service and help transition the industry to a cleaner future, we'd love to hear from you.
In Goldfields for our broadcast of Mines vs Railways. At the start of the final quarter, it's Railways 9 goals 7, leading Mines 6 goals 3. It's a 22-point lead to Railways as we head into the final quarter. Royce Newton and Dylan Hinchcliffe with you. Those scores thanks to First National Real Estate, calgaryrealestate.com.au. We put you first, Dylan. We've got an exciting final quarter coming up.
Yeah, we sure do. Definitely a battle of the midfield here, and it'll be interesting to see if a few of those bigger targets up forward for both sides and get their hands on the footy and convert.
I mentioned in that third quarter the wind seemed to die off a little bit, but
picked right back up again.
It has indeed. So back in action here, Trent Reid, and he's taken on the player here.
Holding the ball.
Okay, probably the right call too, because he was caught, and it's a good tackle. So Mines potentially here with the quick attack. So it's going to be Jake Douglas who sends it inside. It's a good looking ball too, looking for Bevan Burnell. Also over the top there we had Shran with the follow-up work as well. Now Railways defence looking to clear the ball in the form of Evans. And what's happened here?
Going to be a ball up. It could have comfortably been holding the ball, I feel.
Yeah, so Elijah Evans, he looked to cop a heavy one there. A bit ginger walking off it. So ball up and out with the big knockdown. Ball immediately locked up here by Bevan Burnell.
He's looking ominous, isn't he, Bevan Burnell? Looking for his third goal of the afternoon.
Looking hungry, that's for sure. He wants that footy. So Bevan Burnell gets another possession there, kicks it over his head, and some really tight footy in the early stages of this fourth quarter.
Nothing doing in the forward pocket here.
So another throw up, and not the best one from the umpire, that's for sure. Here's Cale Delbridge, comes in, good looking ball.
And that's a goal.
That's a goal to Cale Delbridge.
On the run, 40 metres, lovely kick.
Started at the left post.
His second of the afternoon.
Unbelievable one for the vice-captain there.
And we called for it, Royce, the Dorites for a bit of a fight back, and well, here they come.
Indeed. Geez, he's been good today, Cale Delbridge. He's been very, very good.
And you'd have to think both teams are probably looking for a bit of momentum to take into next week. Obviously, as we've mentioned, the second semi-final to be played between the same two sides, but they've certainly gone helter-skelter today too, haven't they?
They have. As you know, like, you don't like to call games dead rubbers or anything like that, but you know, you sort of match Railways today, and then next week it's 100% at it. So
as you say, there's been nothing to gain from a ladder point of view today for either of these two teams with their second semi-final spot locked away, but they've still, you can't accuse any of them not putting their head over the footy, that's for sure.
Without a doubt. So Trent Reid to Norman Stubbs. Stubbs kicks it inside 50, but in better position here for Mines. It was
nice
Jaron
mark
Smith.
from Jaron Smith there against Jack Steele, who's had pretty sticky mitts all day and probably all year, to be fair.
Indeed. So there's that man again, Delbridge. Gets the handball away and
holding the ball.
Okay. Right, so it's going to be Jack Steele.
You never say never, but I feel he's probably just a couple of metres too far out to kick this. But it looks like he's going back to have a crack at it, so he could make a fool of me yet.
Maybe a little bit of assistance with this kick, but he's definitely backing himself in, and there's not really much on in terms of leads inside the 50. So, geez, he's going to take a run up too. Have a look at this.
Be kicking from the best part of 52, 53 metres out.
Okay, you call the same here, Dylan.
Steele kicks, and that's an absolute stinker, the only way I can describe that. Sorry, Jack. But I'll tell you what. The man at the moment, little Lockie Gilbert, a big pack of 10. I don't know how the smallest bloke's come out with it, but he sure has, and he's going to go back for his 4th goal of the arvo.
Just seems to be reading the ball better, doesn't he?
Tell you what, we've seen Chris Sharon's worst kick of the year today, and we might have just seen Jack Steele's, but it might work out in the end.
Okay, so Lockie Gilbert to come in. He's on quite a bit of an angle here, but should help with the right foot. Kicks it, and
going to hit the post.
Yeah, okay, so it's hit the far post, gone across the face, and that's a minus score. Rightio, Mine's not wasting any time. They know they've got to get on the board. Sam Turner with a good mark. Have they paid this? No, it's play on. So mark not taken apparently, and now Railways get a chance for a 7-point turnaround. It's going to be a ball up here, directly in front of the broadcast van.
Lamado and Stevens again. Contest this one. Daniel Leach in and under.
Dan Leach kicks it directly into the opponent. Now Matt Brahm. Ball eventually goes further inside 50. Jack Steele puts it on the boot, and that is a sensational goal.
Now that definitely is a contender for our Aria Dental goal of the year. Jack Steele, right foot snap, 30 metres out, makes no mistake.
Yep.
Right, probably when the Panthers needed it too.
Never looked like missing as soon as that hit the boot. There, Jack Steele, that is a superb goal. And the tall forward, he gets another one next to his name. How many today? He's got 3, I think.
That's 3 for Jack Steele, and you just feel that could be one of our Hosemate big moments and his second nomination for that particular category.
Indeed. Of course, he got the W in the first half. So we go back, we reset, and the updated First National scoreboard, it's now 73, 11 goals 7 for Railways, playing Mines, who sit at 52. So we've got this 45, I should say. So we're back out to 28 points.
We have seen the big name players from both sides stand up when their sides really needed it. As we said before, Jordan and Carl Delbridge with both their goals respectively, and then Jack Steele then to step up and kick a goal that, yeah, definitely pretty difficult on the best of days, let alone the conditions we're facing today. So those big name boys all stood up when they've been needed.
Indeed. So back in the middle, and Mines need the next. You would think 16 minutes left, so plenty of time, but they can't concede too many goals. Oh, geez, and Trent Reid's just about had his head ripped off.
Which isn't hard at Trent's height.
And so he's the recipient of the free. On the mark, that's Cale Delbridge.
Kicks out to Alex Stewart on the half-back flank.
Yep. Penetrating kick on the far side. Joshy Mathers the target, but it finds the boundary line.
Has been finding plenty of the footy in this second half, Josh Mathers.
He has, and we'll have a boundary throw in at half forward. Railways attacking end. Just having a look what lies ahead. Chris Sharon at the top of the square. Jack Steele's there, and also that man Lockie Gilbert, who's been so effective up forward today. So ball enters the forward 50, but we'll find the boundary line in the pocket. So a boundary throw in.
Little Lockie Gilbert in and under here, looking for his 4th goal. Here's a little prediction for you. Let's see if he can get on the end of one.
So Back in play now, and Jake Toa with the
manhandle
bodywork.
Jack Steele.
Jack Steele didn't stand a chance.
We're going to have to throw that one in again, young fella.
Yep.
As I said before, they've earned their $20 today, these young fellas. You've got to give them credit.
Into this wind. Rightio, so back in, Jake Toa with the easy tap down, but it gets to Trent Reid. We've got a whistle. So it looks like a mine's free, it is.
It's Sammy Turner.
Sam Turner. Plays on, and now he's going to put his teammate under pressure here in the form of Matt Brahm.
You'd back him in to hit a target here, and just over his teammate's head.
Yep. So
into the hands of Gerald Ugle.
Ugle with the collect. Gets as far now to Close. Close sends it inside 50. A bit to no man's land. Not a lot on. Dowson's done good with the tap over the top. Now Toa wheels about and then gets it to Stevens.
Been sensational today, Jake Toa, hasn't he?
He has. So Dowson with the ball on the wing. Chips it down the line, and we'll see what's happening over here. It's going to be a boundary throw-in. So on the far side,
these two boys have shouldered most of the ruckload today, haven't they? Liam Mathau and Stevens from the Dorites.
Yeah, they have. Jake Toa early on, but Stevens has he's been more than competitive against Liam Mathau, and there's a win for him too with the tap down. Not to any particular advantage as the ball finds the boundary line on the far side with the assistance of Ugle.
Yeah, you'd have to probably score at 50-50, I think, in the ruck today between those two boys. Both fared pretty well.
Yep.
As they go up for another contest again here.
So a bit of a stalemate in the mid part of this final quarter. 13 minutes left on the clock, and it's currently Railways 10 goals, 868. Leading Mines 7 goals, 345. 23 points the margin. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie. KalgoorlieRealEstate.com.au. So another stoppage, and we might do an around the grounds too, Dylan, if we know it's not pretty out at Campbell, but nevertheless we will keep our listeners up to date with the GFL scores. Boulder and Campbell fighting it out there today. Another boundary throw-in.
And around the ground for finders keepers, Royce Boulder 21 goals, 12, 138, plays Campbell still with their solitary goal, 1 goal, 0-6.
Rightio.
So it looks like it's going to be, hold on, in saying that, it is telling me last updated 40 minutes ago, so we might not be exactly live here out at Campbell.
So Jacob Potts sends that inside 50. Kyle Hams has taken a terrific mark. Had the pressure applied there by Nick Reganzani, but Hams just in a perfect position. Chips it to his captain in Alex Stewart.
He's got a good knack of doing that, Kyle Hams, doesn't he? Putting himself in the right spot, that experience shining through.
Yep, no, without a doubt. So Stewart down the line to a contest, and that will go out, and we'll have a boundary throw-in.
There's been plenty of them this quarter.
There has.
The ruckmen are earning their fees.
They are. So boundary throw-in. Stevens and Addow once again. And Stevens with the tap down there. He's done well. And it works it forward for Mines. Collecting it there for Railways and holding the ball. So Mines here. If they can get a quick goal.
Going the way of Jordan Dalbridge, that holding the ball free kick.
Yep. Oh, terrible kick.
Fortunately, it might have been touched by the man on the mark and back in the hands of Railways with Cole Hams.
So Stubbs to Hams and now down the line to Stewart.
Lovely use of the ball coming out of the back 50 by Cole Hams. You bet you'd expect nothing less.
Pretty handy names in that last call there. And once again, another stoppage. Just a reminder for those listening, Tats Club Cup tomorrow over the mile, race 7 at Kalgoorlie. For those that would like to head along to the races in the Calcutta tonight at the Tats Club on Egan Street, and I believe you can buy your tickets there, and you never know your luck, you might draw a horse and buy a cheap one or just receive some cold hard cash.
Royce has promised our listeners to give out the winner of that race before the end of our broadcast this afternoon, so stay tuned.
You know what, Dylan, I'll do it now. Okay, I'm with the mare Red Cadillac. I like what she did last start. Troy Turner on, Peter Fernie. Of course, I think he needs 3 winners to have his best ever season in Kalgoorlie, and we've still got roughly 6 or 7 meetings to go. So Red Cadillac number 8, race 7 in the Tats Cup tomorrow. That's my my elect in the feature. And you know what, Dylan, I reckon you can throw one out too. You're not a bad punter yourself.
Oh, we'll have to find something there for the listeners, Royce. What about, we'll have a look at race 4, number 3, King's Cole.
Okay.
That combination, Lucy Fiore, Peter Fernie. As you said, Peter Fernie's training the lights out at the moment, isn't he? And Lucy's steering most of them for him, so I don't see why they couldn't combine to win that race. No. But maybe a little omen bet for our listeners out there could be Irritable Rodney, of course, part owned by Chris Shane Warren, who, of course, is president of the Tats Club, and they sponsor that race.
Yep, jumped out of the ground there on a softish trek a few starts ago. Got the chocolates, so there's a couple for you out there today if you're having a listen and you don't mind that you're racing. And I can report in the last 60 seconds or so, this ball has really made no ground in any direction. We're going to have a boundary throw in on the far side, plenty of stoppages.
Yeah, not much doing at the moment here, Royce. No. After a lot of fireworks in that third term.
Add out of Mathers. Mathers couldn't find his man, and it's Jared Ugle who sends it inside 50. Jack Steele at full stretch couldn't take the mark. Now Mines defence to clear this, so they've done well. Cale Delbridge now another possession. He's looking for Sam Burge. He puts it out in front of him. He's got Levene in pursuit, who's done a good job. He's tied this up, and ball breaks clear. Levene in pursuit. Mines come through in the form of Delbridge, but this ball has gone out of bounds and we'll have a boundary throw-in.
I know Jack Steele has kicked 3 goals and been pretty effective up forward, but Jaron Smith from the Dorites has done a pretty impressive job on him. Obviously, it's not an easy one to do, is it? No. As we know, but another boundary throw-in here.
Yep, you know, putting your boots on, you've got the task ahead of you if you're lining up on Jack Steele, as Railways look to move this forward. Now, it's Brahm for Mines, keeps it in, not a bad kick down the line. Reganzani couldn't take the mark, so we'll have a stoppage.
And Levine from the Panthers, same could be said for him, being pretty strong down back for a young fella. I think he's only around 18 years of age, so promising career ahead for him for sure.
Oh, indeed. So, boundary throw in. Stevens, Adow. And Adow with the tap down, but it's Delbridge, Jordan Delbridge, who works it forward. Good mark taken by Sam Burge. Jeez, he's covered some ground to get there. Plays on quick, looking for Reganzani. Reganzani running out to the pocket. Railways collect, and Reganzani the intercept and sees it over.
Yet another boundary throw in here, Royce. As we said, there's been plenty of them in this 4th term.
They're not the most exciting thing to call either, Dylan. They stop the flow of the game, that's for sure.
Bevan Bennell grabs that one out of the ruck.
There we go, Cale Delbridge now. Handballs it back to Cody Lowe with a spearing kick. Puts it to the top of the goal square.
Great kick.
That's a goal.
I'll tell you what, that could be our Dental Goal of the Year. That's a sensational right foot banana. Just trying to pick up who it is from the Dorites there, Royce.
It was Jakey Douglas.
Jake Douglas. Outstanding goal.
The outside of the right has snuck that through in windy conditions.
Another goal makes things interesting.
Yep, so I'll update the score for you now. It's Mines, 8 goals, 351. Trailing Railways, 10 goals, 868. So 17 points the margin here. And that's thanks to the First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. We put you first. And the updated clock, we're looking at 6 minutes, so we're going to need 3 quick goals.
Just no Jack Steele into the ruck here for the Panthers, which I don't think we've seen today at the centre bounce.
No, we haven't. So Adow having a spell.
Of course, he's pretty versatile, capable of playing anywhere. Steele.
Indeed. Jet Stevens, how old would Jet be roughly, do you think, Dylan?
Oh, he's definitely only young.
I was going to say, he looks like he's got a bit of filling out to do.
Yeah,
and
for
he
sure.
will be an absolute weapon.
He's played a really strong game today, hasn't he?
Yeah, so Brahm to Stevens, back to Brahm, trying to work this out of defence, and a good mark taken there by Hayden Dowson.
Great kick, Matty Brahm, on the non-preferred right foot.
Yep. So Dowson down the line, good chip kick, will find Lowe.
Your man, Royce, Cody Lowe.
Cody Lowe, he's sat in your chair a few weeks ago, not short of a word either. Rightio.
That will come as no surprise to anyone listening that knows Cody.
So the turnover here, and the Mines were looking to mount a challenge. But it was Josh Mathers with the intercept mark, and now Jared Ugle on the far side.
And he would have to be close to the best player on field today, Jared Ugle, would you agree?
He's been very, very good, and
Jace Riley out on the far side, coming into forward 50, and he has shanked it, taken by Campbell Stevens with a die. It's a nice mark.
Yep, so Stevens looking for Murison. Geez, that ball swung late. And cleaning up here, Jordan Dalbridge gets it back to Murison. Murison just leaves it behind. He's under pressure. He gets it back to the captain in Dalbridge, and now Dalbridge will find out here his brother in Kale. So Kale with the handball gets it away. The two Dalbridge brothers having plenty of this ball at this point in time. Good tackle, and we've got a high tackle. So a high tackle
on the
there.
way. That's Kalani Barton in and under for the Redlegs. Haven't called his name too much today.
No.
Only just recently back from a Europe trip, so he might still need a run or two under his belt, Royce, to reach peak fitness.
Yep. I was going to say he did a broadcast with us early on too. Those who have listened throughout the season, Dowson collects that. Probably does a good job to get it over the line.
Let's look for Matty Braham to kick it long and straight down the guts here. The Dorites obviously need to get a bit of a run on here if they are to challenge the Panthers for the win.
So 4.5 minutes. They are running out of time, but the margin 18.3 goals. As Brahm kicks it out, Stewart flies together with Toa, and Toa the weight advantage there, and the ball. We've got a stoppage directly in front of us here at the broadcast van.
Steele still in the ruck for Panthers.
So Jack Steele to go up against Stevens. And Stevens wins the tap down to Toa. Toa didn't collect the ball with the boot, and now he's playing basketball with it. He can't collect it.
I think he might have bought his own ball today too, Jake Toa. He has been everywhere.
Yep.
Like Jack Steele, got that versatility to play in the ruck, down back, up forward. Currently on the ball, he's been really good.
So Steele knocks it down, Leach in pursuit, but it will find the boundary line. This time we'll have a throw in. So Steele once again with Stevens. They battle it out. The tap down won by Stevens. And now Leach runs onto it. Ooh, and
couldn't quite pick that one up, Daniel Leach.
No, so sees it over and we'll have another boundary throw in.
Steele and Stevens again. I think you're getting sick of saying that matchup, Royce.
Yep. No, it's been the case for the last few minutes, that's for sure. And no real effective clearance. There we go. Jack Steele puts it on the boot. And
great tackle, Norman Stubbs, and that's going to be a free kick to him, throwing incorrect disposal, I should say.
Incorrect there by Strawn. So, probably been a frustrating day for Jordan Strawn.
Just having a look at the clock, only about 2.5 minutes to go here, so you'd think if the Panthers can slow the game down, they might have sealed victory.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. So, it's almost mission impossible. Not to say it can't be done, but just in these conditions as well. That wind's picked up once again. It's blowing left to right, probably helping Railway's cause. So another throw in here. Umpire not happy with that one, so
might be young Campbell Foster out in the far pocket, I think. Of course, son of Railway's games record holder Rat.
Snap for goal there, and it was Joshy Mathers. Just goes to the far side, so it's a behind for Railways there, which effectively, if it wasn't already the case, seals the victory with 4 scoring shots needed. Okay, so Mines to bring this back in, and chip kick.
Matty Braham finds his brother Daniel across the half-back line.
There you go. So Daniel Braham kicks it down the wing. Lay does a good job there for Railways to collect. Now Alex Stewart over the top, finds Ugle, good piece there.
The gingerbread man, Jared Ugle. You can't catch him.
Yep. And it's now a foot race to the forward pocket here over in Railways attacking 50. Ball hasn't quite gone out, and Brahm to clear it once again, but only as far.
Drawing close for the Panthers.
Mathers at the top of the square, And the Mines defenders there just need to communicate. Cody Lowe's got the ball, handballs it off.
Done well, Cody Lowe.
Finds Daniel Braham. And then Braham will find Jake Douglas. Douglas on the left, good looking kick. And it is the mark there, taken by Chris Strano. Eventually to Turner, and then Turner with an effective kick. The mark not taken there by Stubbs, Chase Stubbs. But collected and sent inside 50 for Mines.
We might hear that siren go any tick of the clock now.
Yep, counting down. It's going to be a Railways victory, but...
And that man again is going to finish with the footy in his hands, or he just can't get hold of it with his outstretched arms, Jared Ugle, but he has had plenty of the ball today.
He has. He'd be at the top of the disposal count, that's for sure.
For the Harvey Norman stats, Royce.
That's it. Davidson Street, Kalgoorlie, proudly Goldfields. So the siren about to sound here at Digger Doors, and there it is. And it's a Railways win. 10 goals 10, Railways 70, defeating Mines 8 goals 3, 51. It's a 19-point win to Railways here at Digger Doors Oval. That's thanks to First National Kalgoorlie, kalgoorlierealestate.com.au. We'll be back with the post-game show right after this.